You know, we've not only experienced the huge effects of the COVID pandemic, but farmers and people through inland areas of the country have been battling the drought for decades. We've had floods, we've had fires, heat waves, all of that. But can you give us an understanding of just how desperate these times are for our Aussie farmers?
Look, we're hearing people giving up. This is really devastating for a number of our farmers who had put all of the hope in terms of rainfall. So we've got farmers, obviously, who have now not hand feeding cattle or have managed to get crops in. But COVID has put another layer of issues and problems over the top of where they're already exhausted both financially and emotionally. And so they're really struggling, if you like, to find that extra piece of resilience in order to try to get through what is the next hurdle for them.
Which parts of Australia are we really looking at the moment?
So when you look at New South Wales and Queensland, so northern New South Wales has had some rain, but some of it's just not enough. We've just had farmers in northern New South Wales who've managed to get some crop in which got damaged by the hail. We've got farmers in Queensland who are unable to get parts due to COVID, so managed to get feed out and now can't do mustering because they can't get the parts for their bikes and the trucks. We've got people that are actually struggling to do harvest because they can't get the labour. So there's lots of multitude of really complex problems that they're dealing with. It almost feels like it's just one after another, and it feels like incredible desperation.
And so many things that are out of their control, including weather events as well. And you mentioned that they're finding it really difficult to get the labour because obviously with the borders being shut and people coming from overseas, backpackers and so forth, who usually come to pick the fruits and vegetables through harvest, we are just needing, thousands of people to get on those farms. And this is going to be causing so much in terms of the increase in fruit prices and so forth. Can you give us an outline of exactly what could happen if we don't get these fruit pickers?
So what's really heartbreaking for farmers, if you can imagine having 7 to 8 years of drought, then having enough rain to actually get a decent harvest, then actually not being able to get the harvest off, this will actually impact at the shop. This is going to impact us in terms of our ability to get good fruit and veg, good meat. This isn't just the farmers doing it. It is actually going to impact us financially when we go and try and get our fruit and veg.
It's been, look, just turning the subject positive, there's been an enormous show of goodwill and Australians have put their money where their mouth is, helping the rural sector. What about your organisation, Jannine? How can you guys and how do you guys help?
Yeah, look, we are constantly turning up and showing that we care. We have a team of bush chaplains doing quite a lot of counselling at the moment, especially in those bushfire recovery areas. The trauma is real, but we desperately need more volunteers, even if it's, we've got calls for truck drivers to drive harvesters. We've got an ability to do fruit pickers, but even if you just want to spend some time, this Christmas we've got farmers who are isolated, families not going to be able to come and spend Christmas in a traditional way. So just the thought of somebody that cares enough to show up and spend some time means a lot. So I would encourage anyone that has money to donate, but if you've got time, there's chances are we'll be able to find a role for you to help somebody that really needs help and support, especially this Christmas.
And we'll have the number put down at the bottom of the screens for where people can get or call you for that support. There is a number there, 1300 787 247. So you did mention, anything big or small, money or not money, just making that phone call. We had you on a while ago, and I believe you had an influx of calls and people helping. So let's hope that people do that again. What is one message that you can give to people listening now that can help?
It means a lot. So if I can maybe just give you one story to help understand what this means to farmers, is that they've felt and struggled for 7 years, that the drought has been something that has devastated a large swathe of the back of the country. And they're sympathetic in terms of what's happening for everyone for COVID, but this is one of those times where they're desperate. Just a simple show of support to know that they've been heard means the world to them. So if you can help in any way, let them know that we're there. Even if you're thinking about Christmas, try buying from the bush, or go and spend your Christmas holidays in a regional town so that some of that money can flow back to them. So I'm hoping this Christmas people will think about where they spend their Christmas dollars and their Christmas time to help those in the bush that are really struggling.
Jannine Jackson, National Director of Frontier Services, thank you so much for your time, and well done to you and your team, and we wish you and all of the farmers all the very best.
Thank you so much, Jane and Tim. Great to see you.